Rode microphones are the official microphones of BeTerrific. Find out more at rodemic.com.
This is the Michael Artsis Show. It is nuts. It is Friday, and this is our first Friday show, and we're doing shows on Friday from now on. Welcome to the Michael Artsis Show on BeTerrific. Thank you so much for joining us. So much to get to today, and let me take a breath. Before, by the way, I don't know if you guys tuned in earlier when we weren't on, but we were really on because we were testing. I was interviewing the chairs. Actually, we did a chair game show. I know that our team in India was real amused by that. I don't know. You guys would have thought I was nuts. It was really interesting. But I did get to live out my fantasy of being a game show host. Yes, tell them what they've won, Rod. That's right. They've won a 2-night stay in the studio. Anyway, so yeah, I'm in rare form. I've got my RAR because I need some energy, apparently, or maybe I don't. This is whatever. Anyway, this is RAR. This is the fruit punch. Somebody drank all my blue, Adam. Anyway, I'm just kidding. Adam's the best. He didn't drink it. He just gave it away to everybody. No, I'm just kidding. I was like, I totally had this, this talent moment for a second today. I was like, get me red jelly beans and only red ones. No, I'm just kidding. I was like, where is my blue RAR? No, I like the red one, seriously. Anyway, plenty of ways to reach out to us and contact us at BeTerrific TV on Instagram and Twitter. You can also email us, connect@beterrific.com. If you want to call us, 201-735-7711, and we'll have an extension for the studio soon. As soon as I can figure out how to route the Ring Central through the computer in the studio. That's just the honest truth, all right? I was here all night trying to do that last night, among trying to do 1,000 other things here. Some of them got accomplished, not all of them. The Ring Central didn't, but we will get you a phone number. We have this Skype number, but then you're calling during our Skypes. Anyway, yeah, I guess my audio's peaking. Thank you for telling us that. In my favorite way to communicate, that is the Slack chat, because I'm so excited. I'm talking so loud. And Adam's paying attention to 9 million other things because this is what we've got to do today, and he's not working the audio levels. No, it's good. It's good now, though. Yeah. Okay, so my favorite way to communicate is the Slack chat. And to enter the Slack chat, all you have to do is go to beterrific.com/live, put in your name and your email address, and basically what you're doing by doing that is requesting that we give you a Slack invite, because we have to invite you to Slack. I wish they'd work that out differently. But anyway, we have to invite you to Slack, so that's what we do. So then we send you an invite, and you join, and you can converse with us and our other viewers in real time, 24 hours a day, but mostly when we're on air too. We'll read your questions on air, your statements on air, and you can communicate with us and our other viewers. It's a lot of fun. I'm in the Slack chat now. I see Sean the Extender, BeTerrific Poon, and I saw Ben there before. And Digital Phil is there. Digital Phil, we haven't seen you all week. DP, what's going on? It's still peaking when I raise my voice. Thank you. Sean the Extender is like literally the police of our quality. I'm looking at our guest. I haven't even introduced our guest. I'll get to our guest. Don't worry about it. We do have an in-studio guest. Relax. We got a million things going on, Sean. Thank you for the feedback. I appreciate the quality control here. But if you knew what we were doing, you just roll with it a little bit. So guys, roll with it until we get this all wrinkled out, and then it will be perfect like it was. It's just, you know, you should see Adam. You think I'm sweating? You think I'm nuts? This guy, where's the Adam camera? We need the Adam camera.
No, I had to move it.
Is your microphone up? Can they hear you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should.
Adam, I mean, I've never seen you work like this. You're literally like the wizard behind the curtain. You got a foot up on the pedal. It's like the drum pedal. You got one hand on one keyboard, another hand on another keyboard. Your eyes are going different directions.
Maybe during the commercial break, I'll set a camera up over here.
You should. Your eyes are going different directions. You're recording on one thing. You're monitoring another. You're talking to India on the next thing. I'm talking to India, and all this stuff is going nuts. It's insane. I threw a couple more stutters in there just for fun, because I did stutter on that one. Are we ready to introduce our guest?
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay, and then later we have to get to some pictures, take a stroll down memory lane. Is that true? Yep. I'll tell everybody about that later. That's exciting as well. So Alyson Greenfield is here. Alyson is the person who founded Tinderbox, which is a music festival. She's also a recording artist in her own right, and we're going to show some of her videos and talk about this. and all sorts of different stuff. You were recently quoted in an article. There was an article about you about how you kind of are stepping away from Tinderbox because you have to, number one, to let Tinderbox grow a little. More importantly, to concentrate on your own career. And I think it's so interesting. First of all, I think what was interesting is it called you a feminist, the article. Are you really a feminist? I mean, I know you, but what is a feminist anymore anyway? Do we need feminists? I mean, women have equal rights. The one thing I will say is that, yes, sometimes women don't get equal pay, and that's not fair. But I think I feel like we don't necessarily need that.
Okay, so
yeah.
So this is
welcome, by the way.
Thank you. Hello, lovely to see you.
Good to see you. Yes, thank you.
So it's an interesting thing, and especially this day and age. I was literally just on the phone before this talking with a friend of mine about why do we need to call ourselves feminists? What does feminism mean? I had another meeting with someone in the music industry the other day, and he said, "So what's up with all this feminism stuff?" And I said, really, to me, feminism means, women being respected and being seen as that they can do, anything, not even that men can do, but just seeing them as more than their bodies
It's interesting you say that because I guess because I grew up where this was going on, right? This revolution was going on. I don't think of it as any other way. I think women are equal. Like, I don't understand why there aren't women playing in pro sports with the men. That they have to have women's leagues makes no sense. If a woman is good enough to play, let her go play. I always say I don't like women sideline reporters in this fact. I have no problem with anybody being a sideline reporter. Women, children, anybody. I could literally see a kid being a sideline reporter. I have no problem with that. A woman, a man, anything. I don't want to see a woman sideline reporter in sports just because she's good looking. I want to see a woman sideline reporter who knows her stuff. And there are plenty out there. Bonnie Bernstein, Michelle Tafoya, and one of those women is really good looking and the other one not so much. And it doesn't matter because you could put a man who's not that good looking and a man who's really good looking. It doesn't matter. It's about the fact that they're talented. Then there are women who aren't talented or only there for their looks, and I don't like that. But like I took on Breanne McLaughlin, current USA two-time Olympic silver medalist in hockey, as a goalie. And she said to me afterwards, do you feel bad because you lost to a woman? I said, no, I feel bad because I lost. I don't care if I took on a woman. And she's played NHL guys, and she's got the talent. I don't understand why we do, and the NHL did welcome a woman, Manon Rhéaume, back in the 90s, but it was more of a publicity stunt. But I don't understand why we can't do this and why we still separate it. And that's why I guess I don't understand why we need this feminism movement because I don't look at you or anybody else like that.
It's not, well, so you're one person, right?
Yeah, obviously, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, according to Nielsen ratings, I make up about 1.5 million people in my exact bracket, but that's still only 1.5 million people.
Right. But so you say I see men and women as equal, but it's so basically my friend and I were talking on the phone today because there is a awesome woman comic who she was basically kind of bullied into, you can go on tour with me with another comic, which it's coming out big. I'm not going to say who it is. They're saying they think they know who it is, this male comic who's pretty big. And she was saying, he said, you can come on tour with me, but you're going to also have to have sex with me, and you're going to be in my hotel room. And she said, I don't want to do that. And he's like, well, then see you later.
That was Bill Cosby?
No, it wasn't Bill Cosby.
I'm just kidding.
But it's not. But the thing is, it's not. The thing is that it's not funny, and that these power structures that we say, oh, they don't exist anymore. They still do exist, and because women a lot of times are supposed to be like, oh, this nice woman, and if I do this, it's going to ruin my career, so I can't out him, but I also can't get big. But he's threatening me, and he had even said
it is weird. It still exists, right? That is weird. I know it exists. I've seen it.
You might not be acting in that way.
Yeah.
But it still does exist, and there are different things. And even though you said, oh, there's a woman who's good looking or a woman who isn't, who's a sideline reporter, we don't comment in those ways about men. The general public doesn't. We don't say there's this guy and there's that guy.
But I did in that example. I said that there are good looking men and not good looking men. Because I don't care if they're good looking or not. I just want to know that you can report the sports and you know what you're talking about. And I brought that up only because I said that I don't want somebody who's just good looking, whether it's a man or a woman. I want somebody who actually knows the game and can talk to me. I actually think all play-by-play is garbage. It should be changed. But it's a whole different topic. But I just think I'm just confused by, to me, why we have to label it, because I'm not a feminist, but I would stand up for women's rights.
Right. So somebody would say maybe you are a feminist.
But I'm not a feminist.
But these are labels and these are identities, and why do we have to have these labels?
That's what I'm saying. Right. And I do think it works against you. In your career, an article comes out and you're a feminist, there are people who want to promote you, and then there are people who are like, oh, I don't want to deal with that girl.
But I don't think, well, for me, it hasn't. I think it's only been helpful in a way of whether someone wants to call me a feminist or not, some people say feminist equals man hating. It absolutely does not. All it is getting, for me, like I was just working with girls right now, and it's a really strong mentorship program which places professional female writers with adolescent female writers getting their voice out there, and they do readings, and we have these big amazing events. I ran an event at Sony with them with their multimedia projects, and we had these writers, these female writers from AOL and BuzzFeed, and all of this stuff is, for me, and feminism, is getting a woman's voice and a girl's voice out there, and for her to not be scared. I've done a lot of research on this since I was very young about how girls, basically because of the culture, they don't just say things, they will wait until they're told to, they're scared that there's gonna be repercussions, and it's not, you know.
We have to change that culture. I don't like it. All right, this is what we're going to do.
It still exists, though.
We're going to talk a whole lot more about this article. We're going to talk about your performance and stuff like that. We got to take a quick break.
Yeah.
When we come back, we're going to go right into one of your music videos. Is that cool?
Yeah.
And then we can talk about that and everything, including Tinderbox. I love the name Tinderbox, by the way. Alyson Greenfield. She's here. She's hanging out. This is the Michael Artsis Show. This is BeTerrific. You're the Terrifics, and you guys are amazing. You're what makes BeTerrific special. All of you. Sean the Extender, Digital Phil, who put up an awesome GIF just now, and a couple more to behind that.
What is it?
And oh, I'll show it to you. Don't worry. And that's in our Slack chat. You need to get in our Slack chat. You're the Terrifics. You're amazing. All of you. We'll be back right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Rode microphones are the official microphones of BeTerrific. Find out more at rodemic.com.
Come back, I've been here for years, busting my ears and putting suckers in fear, making the tears rain down like a monsoon. Listen to the bass go boom, boom, boom. Explosion, overpowering of the competition. I'm tired of record job when I drop these things that'll make you call the cops. Don't you dare stay, you better move. Don't even compare me to the rest of the slice and dice. Competition's paying the price, cause I'm gonna knock you out. Mom said to knock you out. Yeah, I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said to knock you out. Don't you dare call this a regular jam. I'm gonna rock this land. I'm gonna take this itty bitty world by storm, and I'm just getting warm. Just like Muhammad Ali, they called him Cassius. Watch me bash his beat like this gold, cause you know I have beef with why do you riff with me, that maniac sago. When I pull up my jam, make it ready, cause it might go. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said to knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said to knock you. Mama said to knock you. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said to knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said to knock you. Mama said to knock you out. And when I heard you on the radio, I just don't know what made you forget that I was wrong. But now I've got a new tour, I'm going insane, starting the game, releasing the band, letting you know you can't gain. I maintain unless you say my name, unless you say my name. Cause I'm gonna knock you out. Told me to, and I always do what my mama tells me to. She
I love you guys. You're the Terrifics, and you're blowing up the Slack chat. If you want to join the Slack chat and you haven't, send us your email and your name. All you have to do is go to BeTerrific.com/Slack or go to BeTerrific.com/live. Go underneath the live video player, enter your name and your email, and you're there. This is the Michael Artsis Show. I'm Michael Artsis. Thanks so much for joining us. And you're watching BeTerrific. You guys are the Terrifics. You make BeTerrific special. That was Alyson Greenfield's Mama Said Knock You Out. That was shot, produced, edited, everything by Adam. And of course, Alyson had a large part in that. I don't know if you recognize her from that video, but she's here. We're talking about a whole lot of stuff. It's interesting. You don't like labels. You don't like stereotypes. You don't like all this stuff. And then I guess that's why you do hip hop. Which would be unexpected for you, I think.
Yes.
And you have not only do you do hip hop, you have a very interesting take on it. I want to make you rap, but before you do that, and we're going to show some more of your videos.
Okay.
I want to get to some other stuff, and I want to get back to what we were saying before we took a break.
Yeah.
I want to kind of wrap that up. And I guess my feeling, we talked a little in the break, is that I think the label of feminism is what throws people off. You're really pro-women, right? And
Right.
I think that there's nothing wrong with that. That's good. And there's nothing wrong with being a feminist. It just is a label that a lot of times has a negative connotation to it.
Right, but it's just like with anything that can have a negative connotation. I'm saying I'm a feminist. I'm not man-hating. I'm pro-women. And like I was saying to you over the break, just like somebody says I'm an environmentalist, I'm pro the environment. To me, that's all it is. And so if people are going to, no matter what, I mean, oh my gosh, when I did Mama Said Knock You Out and those hip hop covers, people are going crazy. They're saying you can't do this and you're a white girl and what's your problem? And
I hate the hate. That's what I hate.
But
actually.
everybody's going to have an opinion. And when you put yourself out in the public arena, as you've done, what happens?
Oh, you should see the comments people make.
At first you freak out, and then you say, then you start to get back, you get even more, into your own self. And you say, who am I and why am I doing the things I'm doing them? And you have to know for yourself.
Well, I'll give you a perfect example. Like I've been slammed for an interview recently because I cut the guy off a lot, allegedly or something, or whatever, I don't know. And the audience said that on the YouTube thing, on the comments. And I don't even read them anymore, but they don't understand what's going on behind the scenes. Many times we're able to keep things that are going on behind the scenes together. And you don't know. That's the magic behind the curtain. I'm telling people a little bit today with talking about Adam sweating and all this stuff. They don't even have a clue of all of the stuff that went down. But the reality is we usually don't even talk about that at all. So in this particular case, the guest was late. We had 5 minutes to do something. I stretched it to 8 for him because I thought he was interesting. But I have to get a million questions in that the viewers want to know, and I put myself in the viewer's spot in 8 minutes. Now, instead of 20, because he was late to the interview, and we have other people who we have to respect their time too. So, people don't necessarily know, and they comment out of ignorance. And sometimes people just are haters to be haters.
Yeah,
and I don't like that.
and they're behind there's no picture, and they're just behind, they're at their keyboard. And at some point, I had a friend who was starting to get some hate comments, and I was just like, listen, I'm a white girl who did some hip hop covers. I got over the hate comments. You just laugh.
Can you rap a little for us?
Maybe.
Come on. What do you mean, maybe? Come on, let's get something going.
I'm just,
How did you get into hip hop?
So.
I want you to freestyle. Am I saying the right term? I wore the wrong sneakers today. I had my flights on yesterday. Now I've got shoes on.
So basically for me, I think hip hop comes from poetry. I think like slam poetry and hip hop are similar. I studied creative writing. I have a master's in creative writing. And when I was an undergrad, I went to Wisconsin, and it was very cold there. So we would walk from like our dorm or wherever we were to the library together. And it was really cold. And so we could get our mind off the cold. I would just start rapping about my friends.
Yeah. So can you give me a freestyle?
But I'm not as good at freestyling as I used to be, which is why now I have raps, which you'll see one of them later that I compose.
Okay, but come on, freestyle.
But if I'm gonna freestyle, I need a beat. So you're gonna have to give me a beat.
I can't give you a beat.
Well, then that's.
Can I try? Should I try?
Yes,
Adam?
you need to try.
Yeah, like.
What do you want me to rap about? Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm sitting here with Michael Artsis in the chair. We don't know where we're going. We don't know where his hair is. Here is my hair. I keep getting so crazy. I don't really know, but I'm not lazy. Didn't come 8 minutes. Now we're not on the beat. We're going to sitting in your seat.
I feel like Turtle from Entourage. I just want you to know.
What?
I feel like Turtle from Entourage.
Good.
I just want you to know. Or I feel
Adrian
like
Grenier was at my last show.
Was he?
He was just like chilling.
That's pretty cool.
He's everywhere. I've seen him everywhere.
I like Entourage. By the way, Digital Phil just put up 2 amazing GIFs. One, let's show the first one, Adam. Do you have that up?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Well, no, you haven't seen the second one. He just put this up while we were doing the freestyle. I liked your freestyle, and we should save that.
Yeah, we can do more. We can do more.
I think we should.
I'm back.
And I want you to talk about We got this? Okay, so look at the first GIF. This is one near and dear to
So
my heart,
awesome.
obviously. That's my last Emmy that I won. That's just the fist pump at the end of the speech as I walk off stage. I think I gave a yeah, baby, too.
I love it.
Yeah, baby. And then we've got one. Do you see the other one, Adam? Can we put that one up, too? That's the newest one. That just went up in the BeTerrific fan chat. This is on Slack, by the way. So join us on Slack to join the conversation in real time and communicate with us and our other viewers and ask questions. And that is BeTerrific.com/Slack. Enter your name and email. We'll send you an invite. It's free, it's easy, and it's a lot of fun. We check in 24 hours a day, too. This is Alyson Greenfield's Mama Said Knock You Out. And this is a little GIF from this.
Oh, cool.
And we know it's officially called a GIF, by the way. We learned that this week.
And not a GIF?
Not a GIF, it's a GIF.
It's a
All right,
GIF,
so,
like a giraffe.
Yes, like a giraffe. Here we go. Digital Phil's amazing, and he does this in 2 seconds. Well, look at this. Can we get it a little smaller there, Adam, or what? You want to go full screen on it? There we go. It's
Cool.
just you taking the boxing robe off.
Yeah, I was going to box, and then I went to the piano.
Yeah. I want to talk about that video for a second, but before we do, let's just talk about the article for 1 second. So you said you have to focus on your career. It's really hard to do both, right? And so now you've kind of got Tinderbox going, and you have to step away to focus on your career, which is important to you. You don't want to be just some event organizer.
Right.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Well, some people
That's my
want to do that.
Seinfeld reference.
Yeah.
But you didn't wake up and say, I want to be an event organizer.
No, but I'm good at, I think I'm like you. We have many different things that we like to do, and, we're good with people or whatever. And so we can bring people together to do things, right?
Yes.
I mean, you're doing this, and there's people.
Right.
There's Adam.
And there are people watching.
and there's people in the Slack chat.
By the way, we have people you don't even know who are working here because you don't see them.
No, I know. They're imagined. I feel them.
And we've got a great team in India who's working really hard.
Yeah.
We actually, I don't know, I'm watching Adam walk. He's walking around the studio now.
I know, I see him.
Yeah, he's
I
doing all
also
sorts of
see
stuff.
him.
All right.
So
Yeah.
So the festival came about because, again, it was women, and the Lilith Fair came back, and I wanted to be on Lilith Fair, but I didn't get on it because I didn't enter the contest because I don't really like contests. And then there was all these women in New York who were like, I want to play on a stage too. And so I said, okay, I'm going to get together and we're going to actually make an event. And it just so happened then I got sponsorship, and then I booked people, and then I talked to venues, and I just brought a team together to make it happen for 4 years. And at the end of that, it really wasn't sustainable financially.
Yeah.
And then I had some other opportunities, like I got to score an entire feature film, and that actually paid me. So then my job then was like going into a music studio and making music all the time. And I got some stuff placed on TV, and I was getting royalties. And all of a sudden, for this event that I was working on night and day, as you were, same thing, as you were talking about coming in here and not sleeping, and I wasn't getting paid for it.
Yeah.
And then I started getting paid as a creative, and I kind of thought that wasn't possible, actually, because so many people told me that's not possible. And it's hard to also sustain that, but it just wore me out. I mean, I basically, when you give everything to something and you have no boundaries with it, then you get worn out and you start to resent it, and that's when it's not good. I used to talk about it that it was like I created, I'm like it was Dr. Frankenstein who created the monster, but I was like I did it to myself, like the Radiohead song, you
Right.
know?
We'll talk. You know what? It's very interesting. It's an interesting topic. We'll talk about that, the songs, a whole lot more when we come back. We have to take a quick break.
Yeah.
But Digital Phil did put up another picture in the Slack chat. I bet everybody's wondering what this is. It's you at this little xylophone thing. I don't
the
know.
Glockenspiel.
Glockenspiel.
Yeah.
That's a weird picture. I think maybe what we'll do is
a weird
explain
picture.
that when we come
Okay.
back. So we're going to play another video after the commercials. We'll be back with a whole lot more on the Michael Artsis Show. Don't forget, of course, you said we have a lot of people. We have the Terrifics. You're the Terrifics. You make BeTerrific special. And we'll be back to make this special for you when we come back.
Rode microphones are the official microphones of BeTerrific. Find out more at rodemic.com.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. Cause I've been blasting and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. But I ain't never crossed a man who didn't deserve it. Me be treated like a punk, you know that's unheard of. You better watch how you talking, where you walking, or you and your homies might be lined in chalk. I really hate the trip, but I got low. Best to focus on myself and the pistol smoke. But I'm the kind of G the little homies wanna be like, on my knees in the night, saying prayers in the street light. We've been spending most our lives living in a gangster's paradise. We've been spending most our lives. We've been spending most our lives living in a gangster's paradise. We've been spending most our lives. Look at the situation they got me facing. I can't live a normal life. I was raised by the state, so I gotta be down with the hood team. Too much television watching got me chasing dreams. I'm an educated fool with money on my mind. I got my pen in my hand and a gleam in my eye. I'm a locked out gangster, upset tripping banger. My homies are down, so don't arouse my anger. But death ain't nothing but a heartbeat away. I'm living life to die away. Can I say I'm 23 now? Will I ever live to see 24? The way things is going, I don't know. I don't know. Tell me, why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt are you and me? Tell me, why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt are you and me? Power in the money, money in the power. Minute after minute, hour after hour. Everybody's running, but half of them ain't looking. It's going on in the kitchen, but I don't know what's cooking. To say I gotta learn, but nobody here to teach me. If they can't understand it, how can they reach me? I guess they can't, I guess they won't, I guess they front. That's why I know my life is out of luck. It's out of luck. It's out of luck. And we've been spending most our lives. We've been spending most our lives. We've been spending, living in a gangster's paradise. Living in a gangster's paradise. Living in a gangster's paradise. Living in a gangster's paradise.
Welcome back to the Michael Artsis Show. I'm Michael Artsis. This is BeTerrific. Thank you so much for watching. You're the Terrifics. If you want to join the conversation in real time, like Digital Phil or Sean from The Extender or CJ or Ben, join our Slack chat, BeTerrific.com/Slack. You can also reach us on Instagram and Twitter at BeTerrificTV. And of course, email us. We'd love to hear from you. Connect@BeTerrific.com. We've got Alyson Greenfield in studio. That's her music video. I shot that with Adam, and Adam edited that. I think I assisted a little in editing. I have to be honest, the audience, Sean the Extender thinks you're very talented. Digital Phil thinks you're a great guest. I'm excited about that. I wanted to kill you after this project because, not in a bad way, but you know, ding, 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 ding is fun to listen to.
Killing is a strong word.
Well, you know, ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
It's fun to listen to like now as a video, but when you're editing it and listening to it back over and over and over again. I think I finally said to Adam, I can't do any more work on this. You have to finish it.
That glockenspiel is
it's rough. And what's the difference between a glockenspiel and a xylophone?
Yeah. So you look at it and you think it's a xylophone, as I did also, and especially when you're in kindergarten and they have the alphabet, and always for X they usually have a xylophone. Well, the difference between a xylophone and a glockenspiel is a xylophone is actually has wooden slats, And a glockenspiel has metal. So the ding, ding, ding that was annoying you so much, that's metal. So that's why that's a glockenspiel.
Got it. How did you decide to do that? I mean, how would you even think about it? This is Gangster's Paradise, one of the best rap songs of all time, right? I think.
Yeah. So this might sound kind of funny, but for me, everything I do like artistically is pretty much just a channel. Like it just comes to me, and I'm like, oh. So I always loved 90s hip hop, and Gangsta's Paradise, I just love that song. I love the epicness of it. It's just, you know, that dun, 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 whatever, that's not.
No, it's an epic song.
You know,
I used to listen
like,
to that song all the time, over and over, like on repeat.
Yeah, it's so good. And so I for some reason, you know, you don't really listen to the lyrics, and people say this to me a lot.
That's funny, I always listen to the lyrics of that song.
But some people, for some reason, when I do it, they're like, wow, I had no idea. And I felt like there was this like heartfelt.
I'm 21 now, but will I live to see 24?
He's 23.
23, whatever.
23 now, but will I live to see 24? The way things is going, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's better that you do it than I do. I gotta get you to freestyle some more. Oh, anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
So the thing is that I just wanted to kind of express, and with Mama Said Knock You Out too, I don't know, I just felt like there was this interesting like heartfelt aspect to it that maybe wasn't being shown, because it's like, you know, it's like these hip hop dudes, and it's like, you know, and I understand.
We got some cars and some girls and some guns.
Right, and I didn't grow up in the places that they're talking about.
You grew up in Ohio.
You know, I grew up in Ohio.
And you were a Badger.
Yes, and I went to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
I forget the sports references. It takes me a second.
Just a split second.
I'm like, I was Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah, that Badger on the sweatshirt, that meant something. Okay, I thought it was just cute.
I did go to like a game and a half, I think.
Yeah, of what, football?
Football.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
No hockey?
Yeah, I did not go to hockey, I know. I hope you guys don't.
Oh.
So I'm like,
interview's over. We'll see you guys later.
But so Gangsta's Paradise, so I just felt like I would just sing it to myself, and I tried it on I play a lot of instruments, and I excuse me, tried it on like all these different instruments, and then my friend had actually that was her childhood glockenspiel. She gave it to me. She's like, I'm not going to do anything with this. You'll probably do
This was almost like a wedding for you, because it was your childhood instrument, your grandmother's dress, something.
Right.
And do we have something new? Were the shoes new? We could.
You were new. I just met you.
That is correct. That we met like literally at the shoot.
Yeah, we met at the shoot.
That was a crazy shoot, because you're not allowed in a park in New York City without a child.
Yeah. So as you know, Adam and I, we had actually had a shoot day.
You're not, because this is how crazy the world is, because we have all these psychos. You cannot go into a park if you don't have a child in New York City, because you're either deemed dealing drugs or preying on young children. This is how awful the world can be sometimes. Okay.
Yeah, so Adam and I were, you know,
and we didn't want to get a permit? Why didn't we want to get a permit? Because the record label didn't want to pay for it, and it costs a lot, right? And it takes time. Sure.
Yeah, it's just we never shoot with
permits.
We don't need that.
We don't need no stinking permits, man.
So the police kind of like escorted Adam and I away, and we had to. I don't even remember. I don't know if they took our IDs or what. But then we were saying, okay, we still want to do this. We like the idea of it being in like a park, because we're kind of taking this like childhood. It's a whole different scope, right? Yeah. And vision on this song. And then there was you. So you were the new, and that was our second day of shooting.
Right, because you got kicked out of the park the first day. I think I had already signed up for the second day of shooting, and then Adam was like, "Oh, we didn't shoot anything." And I'm like, "What?"
Right.
He's like, "We got to do it all in one day now." Okay.
Yeah. And that was great. I love I love things like that.
And we shot almost the whole thing. Well, we shot on two lenses. One was a 70 to 200 Canon 2.8, which is a great lens. But the favorite lens of the whole thing, those really beautiful shots, are shot on a Zeiss 51.4, which is a gorgeous, gorgeous lens. And that was all shot on Canon 5D Mark IIs. Is that correct, Adam?
Yeah, that's correct.
That is correct. Okay. And
yeah, it looked beautiful. I'm like, those lenses are great.
No, but I like to tell the audience, because a lot of these guys, like Sean the Extender,
totally.
He's a filmmaker.
Yeah.
So he
Sean knows.
He knows.
He's like, I know.
He's like, not only do I know, I got that gear.
I got that. I got all those cameras and all those lenses.
Can we freestyle about Sean now and Digital Phil?
Okay. Digital Phil like to make some gifts. GIFFFFF. That's gonna rhyme with itself. You gotta keep me on the beat, man. Keep it on the beat, man.
I'm sorry, I'm awful.
I can't even hear
can we get Adam to do it? You know, when you
No,
start,
there's no good beatboxers up in this place.
Do you know what the problem is? The problem is that literally I could focus through anything. When you start singing, I'm focused on you instead of keeping the beat.
So
I'm
entertaining.
So bad. All right, here we go. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna keep it simple. Here we go.
The Extender don't know much about you, because my school doesn't really talk about what you do, but I know that you like me, but I don't really know you. I just go you and me and me and you, but I need to stop this now because I don't know you.
All right. You forgot about the GIFs and Digital Phil. You could've
No,
said
I
something
didn't
about
forget about it. The first rap was about
Digital Phil.
Digital Phil, and
What-
the second one was about
we
Sean the
could've been a-
Extender.
we could've been
I'm
a-
an equal opportunity
Offender.
rapist.
Well, you could have. Well, I'm glad you said that. And-
Oh my God,
No.
rapper. That is like, can we?
But it's fine. You didn't say what you think you said. You threw an extra vowel in there or something. Put it wrong.
Oh my God, I hope no. Okay, that was just really bad.
You didn't say what you thought you said.
But I was like, because I was wanted to say rapper.
Right. Yeah, it's okay.
Like pianist. I'm a pianist.
Right.
I'm a rapper.
I don't know. This is getting super.
This
simple.
is horrible.
Are
Adam,
you sure that you slept last night? Because you seem to have the.
I know, I
No, but
feel
I
very
think they
out
love
of
it.
it.
I think that this is.
I feel very out of it.
yeah.
I'm still a feminist.
You are.
Most
yes.
definitely. Whether anyone thinks that's a bad word or not, I don't care.
But okay, so I love that you're freestyling. I love this, and I'm sorry I did a terrible beatbox for
Okay,
you.
I'm gonna blame that whole weirdness on your beatbox.
Yes, I would agree, definitely. It's
Good.
definitely Adam's fault. Well, you could be doing the beatbox. Here you
Oh,
are playing
yeah.
the Glockenspiel at South by Southwest. Is that correct?
It is correct.
Yeah.
I just went in the street, and what you can't see is there's like a whole bunch of people around me. There's like
Yeah.
this semicircle of people that just kind of came up, and I just decided to play this on the street, and people
Now-
really liked it.
Now, a lot of people think that feminists, going back to that for a second, don't shave their underarms, don't shave their legs. You know, but that's part of the stereotype, and you're saying
Again, just like
yeah.
anything is a stereotype.
Right.
There's stereotypes of everything.
Sure.
You know, and so, you know, I lived in Alabama, and there were stereotypes about feminists and stereotypes about Jewish people, and
I was in Ohio.
know.
This is weird. I was in Dayton, Ohio for
Oh,
a
that's where
friend's
my
wedding.
dad's from.
And I walked into these people's houses, the parents of the bride, and they literally said, "Oh, you're from New York? Yep. Let me see your horns." I swear, I'm not kidding. This actually happened.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
was like, "What?
Like,
Wow."
like so.
That's interesting.
What I think is interesting about stereotypes also is that if you say, okay, well, I'm this thing that you might think are all these things, and I mean, some of my students were just like, oh, you're a human being.
Yeah.
You're not. Yeah. you know.
So, Adam, can you do a beatbox for God's sakes? Because I want you to do I want to get you to do one more freestyle. I think you could do
my
one about
God.
Adam.
Oh
The
my God.
silent Adam.
It would just be like Adam.
I always say, like,
Adam's
this-
the best ever.
I love Adam's the best ever. There you
He
go. That's it.
is.
That's the rap. I always say that I'm a big Howard Stern fan. I should pull up a beat on my computer. They're telling me. I'm a big
that's a good
Howard,
idea.
That is. Here, go to it. I'm a big
Well-
Howard Stern fan. I always say if I did the Howard Stern show, if I was Howard, if I dressed up as Howard for Halloween, he would be my Fred. You know. You
have
listen to
garage
Howard
band.
Stern? Yeah.
I
somewhere
don't
in
really
here.
like Howard Stern.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. Why? He's anti-feminist.
He's.
He's not anti-feminist.
I didn't say that.
You said it.
I didn't.
Anyway, all right, so here we go. We're
I'm gonna
pulling
knock
up-
you out.
Okay. All right, how about we take a break? We get the
This
garage
is getting
band.
too crazy. Why am I getting crazy on here?
You're having fun.
I'll get a beat on GarageBand, yeah.
Yeah, so I got GarageBand opening. I'm going to let you take care of
Yeah.
that. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break. I'm looking at the time. Is that right, Adam? We'll take a quick break. We'll play one more of your videos. We'll talk about that and your career and all that, and we'll get a beat up here. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
A beat up in here. I don't know. That was not cool.
Yeah.
We'll be back. You are. Oh, and I want a freestyle about the Terrifics. They're the Terrifics. So we should think about Adam and the
Already-
Terrifics tying that into one freestyle.
Okay, I really just wanted one for Adam, but
Okay. Well, all right, we'll be back with a whole lot more right after this. I'm Michael Artsis. This is the Michael Artsis Show. Hopefully you're having fun and smiling on this Friday. I know Ben's having a rough day. Hopefully it's turned around. We'll be back right after this. Thank you for watching. Don't go anywhere.
I just gave the best look with the Howard Stern.
Rode microphones are the official microphones of BeTerrific. Find out more at rodemic.com.
Alyson.
Hey Zach, how are you?
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm great. Awesome to see you. So, how was your South by Southwest? Did you have fun?
It was great. I saw some great bands,
Yeah.
and I just had this like really strange experience where Michael Cera actually cockblocked me.
You were cockblocked by Michael Cera? Like Michael Cera?
Yeah, Michael Cera and his awkward game cockblocked me.
So what happened?
So I was like hanging out with this girl Lolita during South by, you know, we're getting all close and such, and we were like at this barbecue just chilling, you know, hanging out, doing our thing,
Yeah.
and out of nowhere,
Yo, my name is Zach Tim, and I'm trying to get in, but Michael Cera's so thin, it fits between me, my possible girlfriend. You took me on a whirlwind with my PA for sure, yeah, when the sound from your popgun was heard all around Austin. 5 feet away, Michael Cera came over, took that popgun from your hand and put it in his mouth like a poser. Man, I can't hang with that game. That awkward shit is insane. Michael Cera cockblocked me in South by Southwest.
He did?
Michael Cera cockblocked me, let me tell you the rest.
That kid.
Michael Cera cockblocked me in South by Southwest.
He did?
Michael Cera cockblocked me, let me tell you the rest. Michael Cera so good at his awkward game. Who might have complained more than playing text messaging? Lolita, tip of the tongue. I don't kid you. L to the O-L-I-T-A. I'm making it up. That was her name. I just had a camera and 2 first names. Michael Cera just had that Michael Cera game. Spitting mad smooth lines like you should come to my show and have to head to Montreal to play basketball. Man, I can't hang with that shit, cause I'm just a Brooklyn kid working in the non-profit world. I got no high-class leisure games, got no celebrity balls to break my fall. Michael Cera, grow a para, it ain't fair, be to step by your own girl, rock her world and show me a little respect. Michael Cera, grow a para, it ain't fair, you to step by your own girl, rock her world and show me a little respect, okay? Michael Cera cockblocked me in South by Southwest.
He did?
Michael Cera cockblocked me, now you know the rest.
That kid.
Michael Cera cockblocked me in South by Southwest.
He did?
Michael Cera cockblocked me, now you know the rest.
All right, let's rock it.
I like your bedroom eyes.
All right, Zach.
They're so sleepy and sexy. I totally know you from that show. Yeah, you're so totally.
Is that great?
Oh my gosh. I like the way your hair curls a little bit in the front like that, and it's got that weird thing, cowlick. It's so hot.
Zach,
Give me a little arm.
a little bit closer. Creep in, cheat, okay?
Welcome back to the Michael Artsis Show. I'm Michael Artsis. So excited that you're joining us on BeTerrific. Thank you so much. We do this every Monday through Friday, 4 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Join our chat, beterrific.com/Slack, and you can join the chat in our chat room where all our viewers are, and you can converse with them. We've got Alyson Greenfield here. That's her song, the Michael Cera song. I don't even remember the name of that.
Michael Cera cockblocked me at South by Southwest.
We just said that. Okay, I guess we're going to go there.
Yeah. I guess we're going a lot of places
We're going
today.
a lot of places today.
I am, not shy, and
Right. And
yeah.
how did you come up with that? I guess this actually happened to you.
Not to me. So if you saw in the video, there was a guy, Zach, who in the beginning, and Adam, I also want to say Adam shot that video, and he's awesome.
Adam is the best.
Right, that's going to be the song you're going to hear later. So basically, I was on the plane coming back from South by Southwest, which is like the cool indie music thing, and I had done some shows there. And I sat down next to this guy, and we both were there. We both live in Brooklyn. And then he was like, I was like, well, what was your experience like at South by Southwest? He's like, it was great. I was doing some film work, but then, I was hanging out with this girl, Lolita, and she was really awesome. And I felt like there was something happening between us. And then Michael Cera was there with his band, and came over, and then basically she kept hanging out with Michael Cera the rest of the time. And then later he got a text from her like a week later that was like, I should have just hung out with you and not Michael Cera.
Yeah, that's a girl you really don't want to be involved with anyway, right?
But the thing was, so I was like, this is hysterical. And I was like, I want to write a rap about this. So on the plane, because we basically went from Texas, then we had a layover in Chicago, and then we went back to Brooklyn. So we
Planes,
were buddies.
trains, and automobiles.
Right. We were just like hanging out, for hours. And so I was just writing this rap, and I would give him, I'd be like, what do you think about this? What do you think about this?
That's pretty funny. And
yeah.
Now, do you talk to this guy still?
Yeah, I ran into him last year at Webster Hall. I haven't seen him in a while, but yeah, he's part of the film shop, and they had me perform at one of their events at Music Hall of Williamsburg, and they do a lot of great stuff.
Somebody wanted to know, and I can't remember who it was, if it was Digital Phil or The Extender or Ben, what happened to Lilith Fair? Do you have any idea?
Oh, I know.
Yeah, you do.
So Lilith Fair, it was really big in '97 and '98 when it came on the scene,
I remember that. It was all over Z100, beaming from the top of the Empire State Building.
Yeah, it was all over everything. So then it came back in 2010, which was when I also started Tinderbox. So basically what happened was it didn't do very well. The model that they were using, many models in the music industry that were used before,
Didn't work.
Didn't work anymore, even though they had, they had really big acts, and they basically had to cancel almost half the dates.
Wow.
Because big artists were dropping out, and because ticket sales weren't so good, and because they put the ticket price at a certain level, and there was just a bunch of different things going on. So it didn't.
Gotcha.
Didn't work so well.
All right, so I'm going to give you this to beatbox, and we'll talk a little bit more after that and play. You have one more video to play.
Yeah.
And then I got to get to something as well, some
right.
news. But here we go. You ready? We got it.
Okay. This is a slow rap, but chill rap about Adam Holtz. I'm gonna tell you something now on the map. This is a map, but not a real map, Behind us is like the city of the city. This is so damn slow, I really wanna go a little faster. I know this guy named Adam Holtz because I know his brother named Alex Holtz. He said that you're going to South by Southwest. You should meet my brother. He should film some. I can't do this. It's too slow.
Oh, it was so
Too
good
slow.
too. What about the Terrifics? Can we get a Terrifics going? Adam, can you do a beatbox for God's
I
sake?
don't think I could do a good beatbox.
Wait, somebody sent one in the Slack chat. Hold on.
Really?
let's
They
see.
sent one? Okay, good.
Yeah, Sean.
It's
I
like
think
a real.
Sean sent
I
one.
would like to live. It would be cool if that person and I could actually they beatbox and I would.
That would be
rap
cool,
over
but they
it.
didn't send it like that, I don't think. Hold on, let's see drum loops. Oh, you have to download it. It gives you all these ads. I forget it. All right, I'll try one more time, I guess, right? Is that okay?
I guess. Oh my God, this is
I'm
so many
awful.
raps. I just haven't rapped.
But you got to
so
do
much
something for the
now.
Terrifics. The
Okay.
Terrifics, those are our viewers. They're
Yeah.
the Terrifics. All right, you ready? They like BeTerrific. We do sports, tech, business, and entertainment, music, autos,
Okay.
and gaming.
Okay.
You got this?
Yeah.
You ready?
I'm ready. Oh, this is good. You're taking a hint from that beat. A rap about terrifics, yeah, I wanna be specific, but I don't know anything, and you're making me feel like I'm on the Pacific Ocean, and I'm something.
Screwed it up. Oh, that was so
But
bad.
I mean, still.
That was
still.
good. That was pretty good. All right. So is all you do? I mean, you're so musically talented. You talked about how you do all these different instruments and
Yeah.
all that stuff. Do you only do rap, or do you have other stuff? You
No.
do have other stuff,
The
right?
rapping is kind of like it's funny, you know. And no, I mean, I'm first, a pianist, and then I learned to play guitar, and then I sometimes do a little bit of drums. And
Did you take lessons when you were a kid?
I only took 2 years of lessons.
Yeah.
I begged. Nobody in my family does music, and I had to beg for 2 years. I begged for piano lessons as
Wow.
a child.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I was very set on playing the piano.
Wow.
And so I took two years of lessons, and I quit, and then I just started writing my own stuff and playing by ear.
I've seen you on stage. It's pretty impressive.
thanks.
How people can find out about you? How?
Yeah, go to my website, AlysonGreenfield.com, ALYSON Greenfield.com, and then if you Google me, things will be there.
Okay, and what's coming up next? Oh, I think we got one right here.
Oh my God, what is this?
I don't know. This is what Sean said.
I just don't know if I can. Okay.
Let's see if it loops. Hold on. It's almost done. I don't know how we're gonna loop it. Oh, there we go.
Well, there's that break. Okay.
Yeah. Well, work that in.
Okay. I don't know how many. Yeah.
All right. Wait till the break goes, and then you'll have like a good 15, 20 seconds. 10 seconds you'll have. And then you could pause on the break and wait till it comes back. All right, here we go. 3, 2.
Okay. I don't know how many times you can make me rap about something, and I haven't really been rapping much lately. I wasn't even a word. That's okay, because I'm just gonna have to say, see you later.
All right.
All
right. We had to try. Sean sent it in. We had
Thank
to
you,
try.
Sean.
Yes.
But yeah.
All right. So, what's next for you?
So next is I'm in a series at Joe's Pub, which is part of the Public Theater. We're gonna be doing a B-52/Devo tribute thing the week of June. We're doing June 11th, June 12th, and then June 13th. I'm playing the North Side Festival in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, at the Gutter at 8:30 p.m. And I'm going to be doing a set of my own material, which will include looping and rapping and.
All right. How do people get your songs? How do they buy the albums? Is it iTunes? Is it that simple? AlysonGreenfield.com?
Yeah, and it's on the iTunes. I'm on iTunes and Bandcamp, and I'm on Spotify, and I actually am on Shazam. So I don't know if someone's playing my music somewhere. That's exciting. That someone might be
that is pretty cool,
Shazamming
yeah.
it. I don't know.
That is pretty cool. We've got one more video to play. Then we're going to go to commercial. When we come back, we'll talk about that video, and I've got some stuff to talk about. We'll wrap it up. How's that sound?
Wrap it up.
What is this?
Wrap it up.
Oh, that can be taken in so many ways, too. But anyway, What is this about?
Oh, so this is about Uncharted Places is about taking risks, going past boundaries that you don't even know, and having faith, and also about how the cycle of life and how we'll be born and then we will die.
How do you dream up these music videos? A lot of them, like the one we did was very basic, but
Right.
a lot of them are very, you know.
Well, this one I worked with David Franklin.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off.
No. I was just gonna say a lot of them are very like complex and complicated and
Yeah.
have a lot of thought put into them and
Yeah.
creativity.
So David Franklin is a really amazing editor and music video director. He did Luscious Jackson's #1 Bum recently, and he worked with Lemonade, who's like a cool indie band. And I said to him,
Yeah, I've bought Lemonade before.
yeah. I said to him, David, I want to be underwater and I want to be flying. And he said, okay. And then he came up with this Icarus myth. And then because I talk about like a dream in it, then he's like, oh, we can have it in a dream. And then, but he had the Icarus myth and me flying to the sun, and then the sun catapults me back into the ocean, and then I come up.
Well, we're
and
giving it all away. Let's play it, and then we'll. All right, so we're gonna take a break by playing this, and then we'll take a commercial break, and then we'll be back.
I went to bed tonight not knowing where my dream mind would fly. I went to see my soul and my soul said, my soul said, and my soul said. You open my mind to uncharted places. We'll get behind the risks, all the mistakes, and I know in the end the only thing that matters is your friends. 'Cause I know in the end we'll just return back to where we began. We will return back to where. We will return back to where. I'm traveling my way. I sit around the bush. I went back 85,000 years just to take a look, and I saw my poor mother making do, and I said, hey, if they can do it, then I can do it too, because you open my mind to uncharted places. We'll get behind my risks, all the mistakes, and I know in the end we'll be flying in the heavens in this sea of make believe. You can't tell me what you want to be real. There was another earth for me. It was so hard, hard. Everybody wants a piece of me and they can't get through. Yeah, they're all flocking around me like scavenger birds, and they're pecking at my eyes. Then you come along and you bring it back. Sing your song like sound to me, only me, oh, only me, oh. You come along and you sing, why do you sing? You make me believe, you make me believe, you make me believe, believe, oh yeah. You open my mind to uncharted places. We'll back to bed tonight, not knowing where my dream mind would fly. I went to see my soul, and my soul said, ahoy. My soul said, and my soul said, ahoy.
Rode microphones are the official microphones of BeTerrific. Find out more at rodemic.com.
Welcome back to the Michael Artsis Show. I'm Michael Artsis. Thanks so much for joining us. That was Alyson Greenfield's Uncharted Box. Is that what it's called? Adam did
Uncharted
that.
Places.
Uncharted Places. Adam has now, I was thinking about the fact that Adam has now built a bed on a mountain, a ski slope, a ski jump to be specific, for the commercial The Dream Begins Here for bed gear. And on a beach for you.
Right.
And you guys almost burned a place down with that music video or something. I don't know. But this is pretty, or was that another music video? I don't know.
I don't know.
But that was a cool.
That was Rachel Sage.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was actually the director of another music
another,
video, and
right,
I hired
I
Adam to, and yes, my idea was to put, hundreds of tea lights all around her, and they were beautiful, but I didn't know, you needed to put something under them, and they started like burning into the wood.
Yeah,
floor
it was a groovy video though.
Yeah.
It was cool. But this is cool. You're flying. That's pretty awesome.
I like flying.
Yeah, I like that. We've showed that actually at the auto show. We use that as during commercial breaks sometimes to break up the monotony.
Thanks.
So thank you for coming in. That video was a lot of fun too. How long does it take to put something like that together?
Well, we did this shoot, we did 2 days of like 20-ish hours.
Yeah.
It was very intense. And then it took a long time to, finish the edits. And I edited the song actually to be shorter and a little different. So there had to be another edit of the video. And I mean, I think it was a year from when we shot it to when I released it, maybe more, I don't know. But that's, indie timeline.
Pretty amazing. And you got a lot of stuff. AlysonGreenfield.com. We could talk forever. There's so much we could get to. I think you just got to come back.
I would love to.
Would you?
Fun.
Okay. And I know you got a new song coming out. We'll have you back when you do that too.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's a new rap song.
Awesome. I love it. I've got a little piece of information I've got to share.
Yay.
BeTerrific is really awesome, and you guys are the Terrifics, and you're really awesome. But I have to recognize somebody who also sacrifices for BeTerrific. And for a lot of other stuff, and has for the last 10 years. And that is my beautiful wife, Jill. I'm going to show you some pictures in no specific order, or Adam's going to show you the pictures, and I'll walk you through what they are. But today is our 10th anniversary of being married. We got married 10 years ago today. There is us about 10 years ago. I had hair. That was right after we got married at somebody else's wedding. I think we actually left that wedding because Jill had a migraine and just went to the ceremony and never to the party, and the people got so upset we haven't even talked to them since. So that was kind of odd, but there's a little inside baseball. There's us at some, I think that was Slava's Snow Show or the Cirque du Soleil that came to New York. That was a snow one, and that's my nephew Harrison next to me, and of course I'm rocking a Rangers hat, and we look really happy there. There you go. That's last weekend. So there's a picture of Nikki Dog. That's the dog. She's a little Chihuahua Dachshund mix, and Jill in the car on the way to Grandma and Grandpa's house, right? So then we've got, that's last weekend too, at the Vanson Zoo. There's the BeTerrific hat I have on, and of course there's little Jack. And I thought that'd be a cool picture. And some of these are a stroll down memory lane, and some are just last week, before when I shaved the goatee off, before I grew it back. And there is Jill and Jack food shopping this weekend. Yeah, Jack and Jill, that's right, Alyson. So that's cool. He likes to help out, and believe it or not, that little 2-year-old, he'll be 2 in 11 days or 12 days, he can lift that melon. So that's pretty impressive. A&P. There you go. There's Jack a few minutes after he came out of Jill's stomach. They did a C-section.
Oh.
Yeah. And that was crazy. I got to watch them with a camera. I shot the whole thing.
Oh my God.
And yeah, they had to get a vacuum to get him out. He didn't want to come out even after cutting her open, and they were like picking him up and slamming her down on the table. It's a good thing she was pretty loopy and out of it. There's Jack, like, somewhat recently. He's wearing the Brian Bosworth shirt right there. All you sports fans will know that. There's Jack's Boz pose. All right, let's see what else. That's right after he was born. I like that picture. All with a Nikon D800 and just with the shutter. All right, let's keep going. That was actually like right as it happened, and I just threw the camera up top. I love that because I think it's an angle people don't get. That's literally Jill's laying on that operating table still. So there you go. And there's what he looked like right after he was born. And it took a lot to get Jack into the world. We had to do IVF, several rounds, and yeah, it was pretty crazy. So we're lucky to have him. He's lucky to be here, all that. So I figured that was part of the journey. There's me and Nikki trading bites of corn, or fighting over corn. She eats corn off a cob, so I thought that would be a fun picture to show. And these are just selects that I could come up with quickly. Look, I had some hair back then a little bit. That was my awkward high school phase before I started shaving my head. So that's a picture that I like. I don't know, Jill at the end of the pregnancy. There's us the night of the Emmys. The last one, she was pregnant. And that is the, I think the, I don't know, 56th Emmy Awards there. And there's Jill interviewing D. Straw, our good friend Darryl Strawberry. I couldn't make some event that we had to interview him at, so I sent her to interview him. I said, you could do this. You know the guy. Anyway, there's our wedding night. That was 10 years ago tonight, so I'm going to have to get out of here and go to dinner or something. So Jill's an amazing woman, a beautiful woman, and she's changed my life. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me. Of course, Jack is too. And I just wanted to take a moment to recognize her and the sacrifice that she makes for BeTerrific and for us and all that. Do we have a couple more? I think we have one like good wedding picture in there that I wanted to show. But there you go. That's Jill's whole family. That's Harrison, Daniel. They were like groomsmen there. And then there's her brother Mark, our sister-in-law Ellie, her brother David right next to her. Then there's me and her mom Ellen and her dad Michael. That was our wedding day. Happened in her parents' backyard in 2005, May 29th. 2005, 10 years ago. Hard to believe. Time flies. Anyway, it's you know, it's a sacrifice to do BeTerrific. We love doing it for you guys, but Jill's a big part of that. She sacrifices too, and she makes a lot of other sacrifices. And I know I'm not easy to live with. That's for sure. I'm sure that even just being in the same room, Alyson can tell you that, and certainly Adam can tell you that I'm not easy to deal with, especially from time to time, and especially when I have no sleep. So I really appreciate it, and you're the only person who's stuck with me all this time. So thank you, and thank you for going through the roller coaster. It's been a fun ride. I look forward to many, many more. Happy anniversary, babe. All right, I love you very much. That's the show for today. That is it. It's your first Friday show. We're now doing the show Monday through Friday, 4 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time, every single day of the week. I know that this is blowing up on the Slack chat. Don't forget to join our Slack chat, BeTerrific.com/Slack. I want you all to have an amazing, amazing weekend. You are the Terrifics. You make this special. And, you know, we'll see you next week on Monday. It's just a couple days away. I want to thank Alyson Greenfield for coming in. You're amazing. You were great. You were a lot of fun.
Thanks for having me. That was fun.
Thank you. And one quick anecdote I just wanted to share too is when they asked Jill, do you take this man, whatever, instead of saying I do, she said absolutely, and the place went nuts. So there you go. That's conviction for you. 10 years ago today. All right, with that, I will say, see you later. Be terrific.